What is it?
Wasn't that somebody else's opening?
Maybe. I don't know.
God damn it, Garoozers. I've told you before. No guest uploads unless I say yes. Hello again, everybody. I am Xanderps210, and I am here to tell you about my channel. I do duels, discussions, deck profiles, openings, and duels. Yeah, and hopefully you'll come check out my channel, but just to give you a taste of what's available, here is my Fire King deck profile. Alright everybody, here is the deck profile. Here we have 3 Fire King High Avatar Garunix, your boss monster, and reusable Dark Hole. Very amazing card. Blah blah blah. I love it. Alright, then we have 3 Yaksha, because Yaksha is what makes the deck good. It makes those in-hand Fire King Avatar Garunix live. It allows you to use any of your effects. It's good. Then we have 3 Fire King Avatar Baron. Allows you to search your deck for anything, including Onslaught and Circle. You'll especially want to search Circle with this guy most of the time. Then I have 2 Flamvell Fire Dog. My build is a budget build. Wolf Bark is way too expensive right now. Wolf Bark is good for this deck and it makes the deck way better, but it's not necessary for you to use to play the deck. I feel that Flamvell Fire Dog is a very good replacement for Wolf Bark. He can go into any rank 4 Exceed. If you feel like teching Flamvell Magician, you can go into Synchros. Very good card. Next up I have 2 Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear. Most people are only playing 1. I really like 2. It allows you to search for Tenki a lot more quickly, and it's a great out to anything on the field that you can't get over with other monsters' effects. This deck runs a lot of monster destruction, so you'll be pretty well in set until the Beazle Dragon comes out. And next up we have 1 Blaster, because they put it at 1. It allows you to destroy more crap, and it's a 2800 beater whenever you need it. And then lastly, for the monster lineup, I have 2 Swift Scarecrow. Scarecrow is very good because a lot of the times you're going to have an open field. Garunix will probably have been destroyed either by Circle or some other effect that you used, or your opponent's own effect, and this allows you to stop your opponent from OTKing or getting in the last little bit of damage to kill you. Very necessary in this deck. Alright, moving right along, we have the spell cards. 3 Onslaught of the Fire Kings, because it is the Cyber Dragon for your deck. It allows you to search Garunix directly from your deck and to use its effect. It also allows you to bring out any level 4 guy that you want to and then Exceed summon by normal summoning another guy. Very amazing card, very broken, blah blah blah. Next up we have Circle of the Fire Kings. I'm not playing Forbidden Lance in this build. I'm just playing 3 Circle of the Fire Kings. It's searchable by Baron, and it allows you to use any of your monster's effects, and it also allows you to recycle any fire monster in your graveyard, like Fire Dog and Bear, which is very detrimental. You could also bring back Blaster if you wanted to, but most of the times you'll probably be cycling out your Garunixes. Next up, I have 2 Rekindling. Only 2 because I'm only playing 8 monsters with 200 defense that are targets for it. And most of the time, you're only going to get out maybe 2 guys with this card. At the most, 3, maybe even 4, depending on how long the game's been going on. If you can bring out more than 2 guys with this, you will probably win the game, because you get to use all their effects, you get to Exceed, maybe Synchro depending on certain tech choices, or just flat out OTKing your opponent by attacking with 1800 beaters, because that's how I won a game once. Next up, 3 Fire Formation Tenki, because hey, you're playing Double Bear, this is an amazing card, allows you to search Baron, Yaksha, and Bear, and it's Rhoda. It's a Rhoda. What more could you want? And most people actually forget about the 100-point boost, so all of your monsters pretty much become 1900 beaters. Let's see now, we have 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. Stop your opponent's Tenkies, stop Fiendish Chain, stop Abyss Fear. I only really like using Mystical Space Typhoon to chain to things, especially after they paid the cost for it. like Mind Drain and Soul Drain. Very good card. And do not blind MST. That is very bad this format, especially with artifacts coming out in the next set. Yeah, don't blind MST. It's a bad idea. And then lastly, Dark Hole, Book of Moon, because these are the only two spell cards that are staples anymore, because Konami banned the rest of them on the previous list. So, those are the spell cards, everybody. And lastly, we have the trap cards. Alright, starting off with the major tech choice of Generation Shift. This card is absolutely 100% necessary for this deck. I cannot stress that enough. Generation Shift, you need to run it. Alright, what it does is destroy one face-up monster on your side of the field. Add one card from your deck or your hand to your hand. I'm sorry, with the same name as the destroyed card. So you could use this, destroy Yaksha, grab another Yaksha, and then use Yaksha's effect to destroy either Baron or Garunix in your hand or on the field. You can use this to destroy Baron, add another Baron, use Baron's effect to search either Onslaught or Circle, or maybe Garunix and Yaksha. And then, of course, you can use this card to destroy Garunix, search another Garunix, and use Garunix's effect. This card is amazing, and then it gets even more better as you have more Fire Kings in your hand. So this allows you to search for stuff, and it also allows you to use your monster's effects. This card, you need this card. It was from the Shadow of Infinity, and it's only had 2 reprintings since. I was lucky enough to find it in my local's free common box. I actually found a play set. It took 2 weekends to do it, but I found them. And the one tournament when I was only playing 1, anytime I drew it, I won the game. So, you need this card. I cannot stress this card enough. Next up, I have 2 7 Tools of the Bandit. I think that this is a bit better of a choice than Trapstun for this deck, because this card ends chains, and it also, you don't negate your own traps because of Trapstun with this card. It's only 1,000 life point payment, which isn't that big right now, and ending chains can be very detrimental, and stopping other continuous the counter trap cards is very good as well. The Imperial Tomb of Necro Valley, you need to stop that card, and this is how you do it. And then next up, I just have basic staples, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, and Solemn Warning. These are all just pretty much just fillers at this point. Torrential is very good in this deck, and I wish it was at 2 for this deck, because then this card would be absolutely broken in this deck. It was so much fun running this at 2. But other than that, yeah, that's all you really need for traps, because the rest of your monsters just keeps destroying your opponent's monsters, so they have nothing to do. So, yeah, that's the deck profile, everybody. Now moving on to the extra deck. Alright, my build is a little wacky here. Bear with me. I'm teching Crimson Blader in this deck, because right now I'm testing out Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Boar in my side deck, just to see how it goes. I just wanted the one synchro monster, and Crimson Blader is the best, and Boar can go into it. This thing will shut down your opponent's cards and all kinds of fun stuff, because you know what Crimson Blader does. It was the MVP of last format. Alright, moving right along, I have a Kachi Kochi Dragon. Get in an extra 2100 damage, beat your opponent faster. Maystroke, stall, and turn your opponent's monsters face down. Cowboy to steal games or get over big crap. We have Black Ship of Corn. Get rid of things that you can't destroy, like Gachi Gachi and Zen Mains. This is a great out to it. Also stop Card Trooper from getting draws and other kinds of stuff that you can't destroy, really. Next up, I have Utopia for more stall, and then Utopia Raid in case something bad happens. And it has, and I brought this guy out before, so it isn't that bad. Next up, we have a Diagusto Emerald, mostly for recycling all of your fun cards. Yeah, this guy's okay. He's just a bit of a filler right now until I'm able to pick up the new rank 4 exceeds. Next up we have Gemnite Pearl, 2600 beat stick. More or less just filler. Same thing with Photon Papillot Operative. Just beat your opponent faster, really. Bliss Dweller, shut down your opponent's graveyard-based effects like Mirror Match for Fire Kings and Mermails. Maybe even Gravekeepers to some extent. Frog Monarchs if that ever becomes a thing. Next up, 1 Diamond Direwolf. I think I'll probably bump this guy up to 2. He is an absolutely amazing card in this deck because all of your monsters are targets. And if you use Rekindling to bring back 3 monsters, you can exceed into this guy and then destroy your other monster and use its effect. So, without blowing itself up. This is probably one of the 2 decks that this card was meant to go in, so then you didn't have to destroy itself in order to blow up other things. And here we have Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. This card is amazing in this deck because you get to search for Tenki right away, and then you also get to do all kinds of other amazing things like negate monsters' effects and just beat your opponent with it. And then lastly, I have 2 rank 8s in the deck. Hieratic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis, just in case they have crazy back row that I need to get rid of. And then number 15, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. This guy is literally the second best rank 8 we have available right now. That is budget. Felgrand would be a much superior choice in this deck, but you're not going to go into rank 8s that often, and Gimmick Puppet is a great way to burn your opponent for that little bit of extra damage to defeat them. If there's one thing I've learned, random burn wins games, and a good chunk of these cards are a good random burn. Number 15, number 50, and Cowboy. Random burn will win games. Thanks for watching, everybody. A big thank you to GalacticGod. It means a lot that you put this up on your channel, and hopefully we can do this again soon. Please, everybody, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please check out my channel and all the videos that I have available there. And I'll catch you in the next video. And remember, when in doubt, keep that pinky out.